You see here, hi guys, well I'm walking around town, it's a Saturday, Mrs. DC's at work, and well, yeah. I was spending a little bit of time, so let's see, I'm going to bring you to the cathedral, let's see what it looks like. Okay, so over there, you can see that's a cathedral in town. Very often cathedrals have two towers, this one just has one. And if anything, I consider it's actually rather top heavy, because once you're inside you'll see it's not actually that big, but it has a very nice spire, I find, at least. Okay, so let's go see if we can get inside. Take care until then. Okay, so we're at the main door. The patron saint here is Saint Nicholas, so I suppose that is the statue that we see here. As often in cathedrals, I would suppose, yeah, that looks probably like, well, I was going to say 12 apostles, but there seems to be, yeah, that's probably what it is. The 12 apostles and angels, and the door. Yeah, okay. So now let's go and see if we can go inside. I'll have to take off my hat because this is a Catholic cathedral. Okay, so we'll just be walking in. So there's a guided tour over there, so I'm just going to kind of like go along. So actually there's quite a few guided tours within here right now. I might even sit down and listen to it a little bit. So you can see it's always a bit the same in these cathedrals. You have very nice windows and side altars. Over there was for preaching. Okay, so what he is explaining actually is the history behind the diocese and so on. So we'll just keep walking along. So let's just see what some of the different altars are like. Okay, an enormous baptismal font, which needs a winch to pull off the cover. Well, as you can see, that means actually in that period there was still, no, I should put it the other way around, there was already infant baptism. As you know, in the Catholic Church, and actually even many Protestant churches, they practice infant baptism. Well, to each his own. Yeah. And over there, it's kind of like reminds one of the separation of this kind of, I will almost say, Holy of Holies and so on, where you see that there's a gate that separates the big altar from kind of the separate altars. And well, you know, it's nice. It's nice for the arch part of the thing. Over there, you can see that actually that the cathedral itself is really not that big. It looks enormous from the outside, but it really isn't once you're in here. Okay, and you can see the benches. I don't know if I've ever shown these benches, but I've had to sit in them a few times when we were here. They are extremely uncomfortable. I wonder why. Is that to make you, do penance, so to say? Okay, let's go and look at one of these altars. Now, if any of you have been to France, you will realize that there are much more ornate and rich cathedrals in France, but I don't think that's what's behind here. The fact is that the Swiss, as a general rule, are much more modest in that respect than the French. Okay, so this is the other group that's coming along. You can see, though, and that's something that always got to me a bit, is that there are chairs for the dignitaries. You shouldn't have that, should you? But, politics will always play a role, no matter where you are. Okay, so we're almost through this very quick tour of the church, and we'll be coming outside now. Put my hat here for 2 seconds. Okay, moving it over. Okay, so that'll be all for today, for a little bit of a touristy tour with DC. Taking care, sign off. Hope you like visiting this cathedral.